As we get started today, you've heard us talk about maybe even the phrase "prove it" opportunities, and I thought I'd kind of fill you in on what that means to us. And you've heard me say it, so might as well, kind of get right to it. That's what this season, this time of year is about. Those opportunities, and you spend, the last 20 weeks gaining a lot, and now you get to test that where your brotherhood is, where your game's at. And we know the easy road's not for us. That's the hard road. And we like those opportunities. We understand you have to earn them, and we've done that. I think one of the real examples of that as a teammate is Alex Mack, and that was 2 seasons ago. When the broken leg came back to play this past week, had a calf injury, came back in short order to go and play every snap. It shows how far you're willing to go for your guys, and that was a prove-it moment for him, how important it is. We got a team full of those kind of guys. Julio's a clear example of that, on a number of occasions, and I can name a bunch of others. So I want to make sure I filled you on that. Some of the most, the best competitive moments have come from those prove-it times, and that's why we're so fired up for this matchup. We do have one transaction to announce. Andy Levitre will go to IR today, and we'll bring up Terrence McGee from our development squad. That, I'm glad to open it up to questions regarding this week's matchup.
Yeah, Coach Andy just tried to battle back for you. Things just didn't work out for him with that.
Correct, Led, and he really tried to put forth the effort to see if he could go. He had a good week of practice, and we thought it would be good. And he went through some plays, and as it went during the game, he wasn't able to function like he can. So we're bummed for him, but we appreciate how hard he strained to try and get back, and how important it was for him to play. So we're bummed for him, but we do appreciate how hard he worked to get back. He was really unaccustomed to being out. He had been somebody who played so many games before. 2 weeks ago when he was inactive, he really felt awkward. Had never been in that position before. So he was disappointed, but really wanted to give it a shot and go for the guys.
Did he re-injure it in that game, or just didn't work?
Probably a little bit of both. I don't know if it got more, but just the fact that he couldn't function like he wanted to at the full pace of it all. And so he won't be able to continue for this year, and he'll kind of go down the procedures of what's next. But we're bummed for him, but we do appreciate how hard he went forward.
Coach, can you talk about you talked about him playing with Ben Garland?
Yeah.
First as a player, because he's going to have a heck of a challenge. Yep. And then the person that he is.
Yeah, let's start with the ball player first. And usually when I think of Ben, I think of just a guy who's loaded with grit. And so he came here as an opportunity on the practice squad. And we said we were going to push you and develop you and challenge you, and you could see that lit him up in a really good way, Vaughn. From there, not only was it at guard, but it was at center as well. So we could say, could you be, as valuable to play more than one spot? I remember last year we had some defensive line background from college, so we said, hey, why don't we put you at some of that? So next thing you know, he's looking through the game plan. He was visiting with me, to get ready for the game. He played on defense, and this year we knew he'd have a role, going to battle for both spots. He was in a close battle with Wes for our starting guard, and when I looked, and Wes, we named Wes the starter at that spot at the start of training camp. You could expect a guy to feel a certain way, and it was a real lesson in humility to see how he handled his business as a professional. You could see Wes and Ben, they work every day together so often, and not one time, Vaughn, did it reflect or show in his attitude of how he went about his business. We played him at tight end, we played him at guard, right guard, left guard, center. So as a ball player, he's somebody that we really rely on. It's his quickness off the ball that sets him apart. He can really climb and sustain on the second level. As a man, that's really the bigger topic here, because he really sets an example of what you can do and go forward in life in the biggest way, and he's certainly done that. The work he does on the field, it's as strong off the field. I think it's always a good message to see how far a guy can take it, and he's certainly an example of that.